Time for that review on the Dragonworks chip. Man, I mean, I've reset it twice already. One of the things I realized is that when you put it in accessory mode and you gotta wait the 10 seconds, my recommendation is to put it in custom mode and put like a sports powertrain. And I got like regular steering. I prefer for the steering wheel to be loose when I'm driving around, like in a city like this, for example, or in regular streets. Now, on the highway, sports mode is great, or the stiffer steering. But the reason I say custom mode is because you can even hear the turbo. Like, you can hear it spool up, whereas before you couldn't hear the turbo spool up. And I don't know if we're gonna get a good example right now once this light turn green, but you can definitely hear that turbo spool up, especially when it's going down. It feels great. The throttle response is great. The way the RPMs move is great. Can't complain about nothing for $70. Right. This is, in my opinion, it was a good investment. I don't regret it. I think it was a good $70 spent for what it does. Would I say...
2 miles, turn right.
Alright, you need to shut up. I know where I'm at. Would I say that it gives you horsepower? It's possible. Maybe the turbo's spooling up, and you know, maybe it's giving it more boost. I can't tell you for sure. I'm not dynoing it. I'm not taking it to a dyno. If anybody else does with a Dragonworks chip, please post it. I would love to see if it really makes a difference on numbers. But I'm not gonna dyno it because, again, it was $70. You know, and it wasn't that expensive, but it does what it does. And I think, again, when you do that 10-second wait for the first install, put it in custom mode before you start the car. Put it in the mode you're going to be driving it in, or where you want it to really pick up the best performance. Because one of the things I realized, if you put it in normal mode and you try to, if you let the chip adjust to normal mode, it doesn't feel great in sports mode. And you can feel a little bit of a difference, but it's not great compared to what I did recently, where I put it in custom mode. And again, it's sports powertrain with regular steering is the way I got it set up. But it feels so much better like that compared to the way I did it originally. Like, the throttle response feels better, the pickup feels better, and like, for $70 you can't complain. And I don't know if y'all can hear it because I got the windows open, but like, I can hear the turbo spooled up. Like, I can hear that, and it's not loud because, again, I still got the factory exhaust on here, but it made a difference. And I think that's what we look for in cars like this. You know, it's they say 180 horsepower factory, and you know, just, it feels great in the beginning, but it's really not enough. It's really not enough. And the way I just did it with the spending the extra $70, it feels great. It feels so much better. Ignorant Karen. It feels so much better. I would performance chip. If you're looking for a cheap pickup, that's it. This is definitely it. If you don't feel it, or you can't feel a difference, you either installed it improperly, or maybe it's defective, you know, send it back. But I'm telling you, tune it or set it up the way I said. That is the best way to set it up, is to put it in either sports mode or the mode you plan on driving it the most. In terms of gas mileage increase, I see a big difference compared to like factory, but there's two reasons for that. One of the reasons is that I started off, it's recommended regular gas in this car. So of course I'm thinking the way any tuner would think, or anybody that deals with cars like this on a daily basis or whatever, you know, the way I see it is, if you're tuning a car, you're going to tune it for the fuel that you're going to use at all times. So in the beginning, I assumed, you know, this is going to be great for regular gas. So I started playing with regular, mid-grade, 91, Ultra from Sunoco, and I found out that premium 91 is, in my opinion, the best way to go. It feels great. It doesn't lag. It picks up beautifully. And if I had to say, you know what, this chip did give the car horsepower, I'm gonna estimate it gave it like 15 horsepower. It probably got it at 200, if anything, 20 max. And again, I might be wrong. It might be a figment of my imagination. That's a spotted moment right there. It might be a figment of my imagination, but again, $70, feeling the difference in power. You know, if anybody in the southeastern Pennsylvania or the Philadelphia area, around this area, they have a Skyline. Oh wow, it's just a spotted day. It's like a car show. If anybody has a GT line Kia K5, comment or send me a message, and I would love to line up and see if, you know, there's any difference. You know, we could definitely set something up. But again, I feel it. I feel the difference. It's not a mental thing. It's not like COVID where everybody says COVID, and now the minute they tell you, oh, this person had COVID, and you know you were around that person, you start feeling sick and you start feeling like you have it. It's not like that. Like, you can feel the difference. Again, I'd recommend for $70. If this was like a $280 chip, I wouldn't recommend it, because I feel like the price is not enough for what you're getting from it. But for $70, you can't complain about it. And if you are gonna complain, watch spotted moment today. What is that? If you're gonna complain about spending the $70 to get that little bit of power, then have fun going to a dyno and spending $500, $600 to probably get the same effect. Because you can only go so much factory, you know, with factory spring and retainers, with factory pistons and all that stuff. You can only go so far with it. The car is built this way for a certain reason, you know. And like, for example, the 300 horsepower at 290, whatever it is, the regular GT K5, it's a 2.0. So if you're gonna do fuel injectors and everything, yeah, you might get 100 horsepower out of it and take it to a dyno, but you're gonna spend a lot more money. For $70, you're getting exactly, or I got exactly what I was looking for. A little more power, nothing crazy. I just wanted I wanted the car to feel better when I drive it, and I wanted to hear that turbo spool up. And that's one thing I can 100% confirm, is that I hear these things and I feel these things. So like, subscribe, share. Hope everybody liked the review. And for all you K5 owners, I want to show y'all something. I don't think a lot of people are aware of this. It's in your settings on the dash. But basically, if you put the car in reverse, right, then you put it in drive, as long as you don't go over 10 miles per hour, the backup camera stays on. I think that is one of the best features that Kia could have done. It's great. I love it. And if you didn't know your car had this, then highly recommend that you put it on. If you're like me, that you like looking back, or sometimes you're pulling out a spot and people want to be right on your ass as soon as you pull out the spot, and you got a good view as to what's going on behind you. So again, like, subscribe, share. Cars and Fam. I hope you guys like the channel. I hope you guys like the commentary, and if you have a K5, I hope you like the car. I hope you like the review. And check us out on Instagram at Cars, CARZN Fam. Deuces.